Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. I've told this story before, but I only share it in a friends only post because at the time folks weren't really ready for it. I think you're ready now. Last year, all five of our dogs were here. We had three older dogs that all of our dogs are from rescue, and the three older dogs lived and could run around outside freely and not go away. We had one, Bella, who really was an escape artist, but as long as you didn't try to enclose her, she never tried to escape. So they had a invisible fence and they had collars. They were getting older and they were getting slow and they were getting weak. And as in life, when somebody's getting old, you should surround them with youth because it gives them a little bit of a spring in their step near the end of their days. But the older ones also teach the younger ones how to be. That's what happened. The Weimaraners knew not to bark at any old car that came. They knew to kind of just be chill dogs because the other dogs were really chill. But the Weimaraners had an intelligence that is beyond, and they didn't like to be enclosed. After a while, they learned to take each other's collars off. We would get the collars, repair them, put them back on, and then they figured out how to take their collars off and bury them in the ground so that they couldn't be found. I kid you not. Weimaraners are very smart dogs. The older dogs were getting so much life that they were really rambunctious and they would get away with the Weimies, but they would come back. So we built an enclosure for them, and before the man who built the enclosure even got down our country road, we had to call him back. The Weimaraners had figured out how to get out. They really wanted to be free. They wanted to roam. They wanted to go all over the land up here because there's a lot of it. And they just wanted to hang out. But they couldn't do it on their own. So we closed the gate right back, put everything back together, and we figured maybe this guy wasn't built properly. Let's figure out how they get out. And we knew to have him build it way down in the ground, which he had done. So we put everything back, put the gate back on because they had knocked the gate off. We didn't know how. We put it back. And we waited and we watched them. And they waited until we were no longer in their sight. And what they did was they took the smallest dog, Jack, and they used him to just put his head right at the gate. The next sized dog, Othello, came and lifted it slightly, and the other three ran back far and knocked the gate off its hinges. Here's the thing. The Weimaraners knew they weren't free, and it was bothering them. But they knew that until everybody was free, nobody was free. They also knew that they needed the others to get to their freedom. Now, I'll be honest with you. Jack and Othello were just happy to be outside. They were like, ain't nothing wrong with this. Bella was like, y'all leave me alone. I really don't want to have anything to do with anybody. But the other two were like, we have got to get out. And the fact that you all can't see that this is a cage is really bothering us. Well, within no time, they were out. We moved the enclosure several times. We had to build things around it. And they slowly started. They would build these holes, and Fatima said, oh, they're just trying to cool off. I said, no, I think they're trying to escape. She's like, but the holes are in the middle of the ground, Mom. And they would build these holes in the very center of the enclosure and then dig all the way out because we'd put barriers around it. They're really, really smart. They are so smart. But this big thing here is that they knew they needed one another. You may not understand your own enclosure, the one that's around your mind. You may not understand the issues and concerns that somebody else is going through when they say to you, this is really real. But the truth of the matter is, we all need each other to get to freedom. I love you.